I love this country.
I love my country.
I love the United States. I think it's the greatest country in the world.
I love this country for a variety of reasons.
It's so much a part of who I am.
I'm extremely sad to see where America is right now.
I'm worried for my country. We're becoming more and more stifled, and we're becoming poorer. And it needs to stop. It needs to stop.
Pick up the newspaper on any given day or watch a newscast, and you know America is navigating through some very troubled waters. Whether it's the redefinition of marriage that's underway, it's the loss of the value of human life, or the economy, a nation that's nearly $16 trillion in debt. Dale, 2012 is a critical year for America. We have elections which are extremely important in determining the future of our country.
We're in great distress. We know there's something wrong, but unfortunately, we've walked away from God's design. There are consequences for our actions, and we can either follow a pathway that follows His design and His law, which leads to blessings, or we can go our own way. We can deny those things and suffer the consequences.
But a point to be made is those blessings that you talk about that flow from operating in God's design aren't limited to just the church. All of society benefits from it.
You're exactly right. All of society, all people benefit when we follow that design and suffer when we don't.
Well, many Christians today would say, well, look, we just don't need to get involved in politics. Politics are dirty.
I usually respond when people talk to me about that. I say, Elijah was a man who stood before the king and said, you do wrong. Moses was a man who stood before Pharaoh and said, you do wrong. By the way, those were the two guys that Jesus brought back at the Transfiguration. They were the most politically active guys in the Old Testament. They get to come back at the Transfiguration.
But if we want the character of government to be good, the characters we put in government need to be good. We need to put righteous men and women in those positions of influence.
And we have that responsibility, Tony. And we need to understand the issues. We need to understand the times in which we live. We need to understand where people stand who are running for these offices. And then it's incumbent upon us. We have that biblical responsibility to do what we can to move things back towards God's design.
I think you're right. We have a choice. We can either be a part of the problem or we can be a part of the solution by praying, by participating, and being a part of this election. And we can make a difference.
I'm only one person.
One voice.
One vote.
I can't do everything,
But I can do something.
I can register,
I can cast my vote.
And I can make a difference.
I will. Will you?
I will. Will you?
I will. Will you?
I will. Will you?